Hey guys, Rock here, Island Pond, Vermont. It is January 4th, 2022. I just picked up this 2015 Polaris Rush Pro R 600. Very similar to the Indy XC in some ways. It's the Axis platform, Walker Evans shocks on the front. But this is where the main difference is. It's got a 120-inch track, the Pro XC rear suspension, where the XC has the Pro CC suspension and a 129-inch track. So I'm curious to see how this thing goes. I've never driven one of these. I just unloaded it off the trailer. So I'm gonna find out. I know it looks funny, but a lot of tuning abilities like this. Your rear shock is right here in the back, so you basically just reach behind you to switch the knob from soft to hard. So that's pretty convenient. Not much of a storage box on these units. You got a small thing, maybe a couple water bottles and your registration. That's about it. But yeah, I haven't even set this thing up for myself, you know, so I'm gonna run it just how it is, and I'll give you a little review. It's got about 3,200 miles, I think, 3,100, something like that. Mid windshield versus this is the tall windshield, and we also got the mirrors on this that somebody added, so that's pretty convenient. But yeah, anyways, let's hop on this thing and try her out. Trails aren't open yet. We still don't have a ton of snow, but there's enough to drive it around here. So let's go. Okay. So this does have a RCA plug for your heated visor, which is very handy. Put that in there. So most of these Polarises, or I think all of them nowadays, they come with a manual pull start, and if you want the optional electric start, that is another $650, or it used to be. It might even be more now. This one does have electric start, but I'll show you. This one has been running, but once they are running, well, 2 poles. When it's cold, 2 poles, at about 98 degrees, but if I would have give that a good yank, it would have started right up 1 pole. So over here, you got your high and low beam, your heated high and low or off for your handlebars, heated handlebars, heated thumb warmer. You can control your gauge from here, put it on RPM. What do we got? We can go through 175 hours on this unit, 3157 miles, and then this you can swap back and forth to max. Well, this will actually tell you your max miles per hour, and all that good stuff. Anyways, let's take this thing for a ride. So take it easy for a minute. It's not quite warmed up all the way. 120 is usually around the where this thing is warmed up. We don't have a ton of snow, unfortunately, but I'm going to take a ride up on my personal trail and kind of see how it handles. I can tell you right now, this thing handles very well. It's a lot shorter, well, not a lot shorter, but it is a shorter track than the Indy, and just from the little bit I've drove it, I really noticed that it feels lighter. I'm not sure if it is, but it does feel lighter. It feels more nimble. The Indy is very nimble, especially that 129, but yeah, as far as the motor goes, is good back there, yeah. But yeah, as far as that motor goes, the 600 CFI Liberty motor, that's a never heard anything bad about it, and it's got plenty of power. It's really the perfect trail engine, I think. We'll play with it a little bit more once we get out in the field. I'll turn around up here. So far, that suspension is doing a very good job. Like I said, I haven't messed with anything, because there's all kinds of adjustments, and everybody's riding's a little different. So, and my riding right now is going to be different than when I'm on the trails. So, it's a quick little motor. Really, these 600s, I don't think they get enough credit. I know this new 650 that's coming out, or that's been out for a couple years now, and you know, that's a very smooth linear power, where this, it feels like a snappier engine. A little bit less horsepower than the 650, obviously, but I really don't think it feels like it. Let's see, my temperature's staying good. I'll swap that to RPM, see what kind of RPM she pulls out in the field. The front end, I was kind of wondering, because that 129 Indy, it'll pick the skis right up, no problem, but it's a little bit longer track. I was wondering how this shorter track version would go, and it feels like the front end's light. Oh yeah. Good power. Good power. I mean, obviously there's quicker machines out there, but this is a fun machine. Brakes are excellent. This is studded, so it will grab a little bit better than non-studded. Oh man, can't wait for some more snow. I'm ready to get on the trails, I know that. Pretty fun machine. We'll go another lap. Well, we might as well see what she can do on the road. We got enough snow cover now, so. Well, it was 95 on the speedo. Not sure what it actually is. We'll find out when I watch the video, you know, because I got the GPS running, so. And we'll use that perk reverse. It again, and make sure my temp's good, and we'll go for another run here. Temp 127, yeah, we're good. A little bit of track spin there, but for the most part she's off. And yeah, that's as good as I'm gonna get here. She can definitely go a little faster, but that's plenty quick. Yeah, I'm impressed. Let's see what the speedo says. It says max 96. So we'll see on the GPS how accurate that is, but fun machine. I'm impressed with it. I love these 600 engines, I just do. But have to do a little tweaking, see what I can do with the suspension, get it tuned to my liking. But well, who knows? This machine will probably be for sale pretty soon. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and hope you enjoyed the video.